start this because I can't see my stuff. It don't matter. If no one told you today, go be productive and successful. You're loved, valued, and appreciated. Let's start there, as always. Anyway, I'm here to tell you how I lost 140 pounds without going to a commercial gym, bro. Um, but look, what the fuck do I start? Where do I start? All right, cool. So check this out. I'll start when I first went to college. Like when I first went to college, I was 385, right? I'll never forget. I was with one of my homeboys, one of my best friends, and we went to the gym, right? And I hopped on the scale. It was 385. I've always been a big nigga my whole life. I've been bullied for as long as I can remember because of my size. Which, by the way, if you do that, you're lame as fuck. Like if no one told you, you're really lame. If you're picking on somebody for their size, whether like they have an eating disorder or they just like to, it really don't even matter. You're lame as fuck. Hope you know that, but I digress. Nah, I was 385 at the time, and I felt bad, but like I said, I've been big my whole life. But I was an active big nigga. I would work out a lot. I would just like bench. I was like a power lifter. That was like I was just a big strong nigga. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I wasn't no. I ain't gonna say I was a fat nigga. I was big, but I had a little muscle on me. But I've been big my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Um, but anyway, that wasn't really the best place of mine. Like I didn't have the best eating habits growing up. I wasn't in the right state of mind growing up. Like I just food was my coping mechanism. Like I said, I got bullied a lot. You know, yeah, bro. It happens. I'm one of many, but I digress. It was a turning point. That wasn't a turning point for me either. Like school didn't necessarily go too well, and I had to leave. And when I came back home, excuse me, I went to the doctor and I found out I had high blood pressure. And I was talking to my doctor about it. I just told her how my like life was going or whatever, and like I was just trying to work on myself or whatever. She basically just told me, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, but if you keep this up, you're gonna end up like your grandfather." Keep in mind, my grandfather passed almost 10 years ago at the time, and she has no medical records. I just briefly told her about my granddad, and in that same sense, she's like, "You're gonna end up just like him." Yeah, that set it off for me. And she gave me some high blood pressure medicine and sent me on my way. I took it like a week later, because fuck that bitch, still to this day. But I took it like a week later, and I didn't like the way it made me feel at all. Like, no, I don't like medicine because of that. To this day, I don't like medicine. And yeah, I told myself I was gonna make a difference. So, like, I said all that to say you just gotta make slow and steady changes. This was back in late 2017, early 2018. And I just made like little changes. You just gotta like drink water or whatever. I didn't really take my fitness seriously until I'll say August. Like I lost a lot of weight because I started walking and drinking water a lot. But when I went back to school the following fall, the fall semester, August 2018, I had lost about 100 pounds. You know, like I just literally walked and ate. The bigger you are and the more you move, the easier it is for you to lose weight. For example, so say someone is 160 and they're trying to lose 20 pounds. It'd be way harder for that person that's 160 than the person who's 260 or 360 trying to lose 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying? It really just, the bigger you are, the more weight you lose. Just a food for thought. But now I came back and obviously I lost a lot of fat and muscle because I was repping 225 easily. 350. I know it's not impressive, but what the fuck ever. I came back, I was 284. It was hard for me to hit 225. I'm like, my ego was shot. So I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm about to get on the elliptical. And I did every single day. And then at the time I would walk to work, I was on campus. I would have to walk from work and back and then back to class. So my day would start at like 5 in the morning. I would work from 5 to 10 or 5 to 11. I would walk back to campus, excuse me, and then grab something to eat, walk to class, and then walk home. That was my day. Well, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, I would just walk all over campus. Basically, I was walking a lot my freshman slash sophomore year. That's another story for another day. But yeah, my first couple years in college, I was walking around a lot, and that helped me. Uh, the following, not the following semester. Let me get my time frames together. the end of 2018 going into 2019, I had left school again. Another story for another day. And yeah, like I said, I was kind of depressed. It was like my second time leaving school, and I sort of fell off again. I had moved out of my mama's house within the year. So from 2018 to 2019, I had gained like 30 pounds. So I was like 310. That's the highest I've been in the past couple of years. And I had moved out of my mama's house, and I just said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But my fiance, I ain't gonna say she got sick. She had some issues where she needed to get surgery, gastric sleeve surgery, and she couldn't eat for a while. With that surgery, you can't eat anything fresh out of surgery. You have to like work your way back up into it. I didn't want to eat around her because like it's not fair, and I know what it's like just to have people. I didn't want her to feel left out. I wanted her to know that she had some support, and I didn't want her to yeah, yeah. I just did it with her. Like there was no excuse. I'm not just finna eat around you when you can't eat. That's lame to me. I support the people around me to the fullest. If I care about you, I'm gonna support you, and that's on life. But I decided to take intermittent fasting, which is one of the main things I did. So I would well, basically that is like just an example. Say your day starts at 7 in the morning. Normally people will wake up and eat breakfast. I wouldn't at 7. I wouldn't eat till so say my day starts at 7. I wouldn't eat till about noon or 1, and I would stop eating around 6 or 7 that day, and I would go to sleep at like 10, and my day would start again. That time period, your body just goes off the fat or whatever. I can't necessarily explain the science to you, but it works. I'm an advocate. I'm a big advocate of intermittent fasting. I need to hop back on it. That's not what we're here to talk about right now, though. But the intermittent fasting was working, and at the time I was working at Kroger. I would go in the back room, and instead of eating on my break, I would do push-ups. We would just do like 3 sets of 15 push-ups for a couple weeks. Motherfuckers would laugh at you and shit, whatever. But over time, they're just like, oh, okay, you starting to look a certain type of way. Like, yeah, like cool or whatever. And I didn't necessarily see it, but then the scale started to drop. I went from 310 to like 290 in a couple weeks. And I went from 290 to 274, and I thought I was the shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought I was that nigga. Nah, but it adds up. That's where it all started for me. And then I really figured out I was losing weight because I was able to do not pull ups, but I was able to do a pull up for the first time in my life. Keep in mind, I was 22. It was my first time doing a pull up. Milestone for me, felt unstoppable. But like right then and there, that milestone for me is like, okay, you can do something. Like keep doing it. So every day before and after my break, if I could just do a couple pull ups, I would do it. Bang the bitches out. Before break, after break. Before lunch, after lunch. Last break, whatever, bro. So I would do it. And I started losing weight. When I left Kroger, I was like 250. It was 250. Right? But then I left Kroger because that place is terrible. Again, another story for another day. But I was working at UPS at the time. That was a physically active job. I was working night shift. So I didn't necessarily work out during the day anymore. So I had to come up with something else. I would come home at like 4:30 in the morning. My peoples would sleep. So I was like, all right, fuck it, bro. Just go ahead and do some push-ups and some burpees outside. And I just started to take it seriously. So I made sure I didn't eat from like 5 o'clock in the afternoon to about noon the following day. So I would go to work on an empty stomach, come home, work out on an empty stomach, and go to sleep on an empty stomach. And if I really felt like it, I would wake up around 8 or 9 the following morning and work out again. So I would work out twice a day. But I wouldn't go to a gym, bro, because again, you don't necessarily need to go to a gym to work out. I don't give a fuck what they told you. Like if you're trying to like get a certain physique, or if you're trying to do a certain thing, yes, a gym is necessary. But if you're your average Joe like me, my nigga, you don't necessarily need to go to a gym. Fuck what they told you. On a serious note, like just what did I do? I got a jump rope at Walmart for like $3, and I started using that. That was a fun journey for me. I would recommend everybody get one, even if you don't take it seriously. Just it helps you shed a lot of weight or maintain a lot of weight. I'm an advocate for jumping rope. Jumping rope and push-ups is what I was doing for at least a solid 3 to 4 months, and I maintained, and my diet wasn't necessarily the best, but you know, that's that again, that comes with it. If it just, you just have to maintain. That's all it is. You just have to be active 10 to 15 minutes a day. Find something that works for you. Like I said, push-ups and jump rope at the crib works for me. I found some tires in the trenches, flipping them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Just find something that works for you. If you want to go to the gym, that's cool, but I'm telling you, you don't necessarily have to. This is just my particular story. But nah, bro, like if there's anything that I can really say, because I know this video is getting too long, just find something that works for you. Don't fuck what other people say. They're gonna talk about you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're gonna talk about you to the day you die. They're gonna talk about you before you do the journey, while you're going through it. They are going to talk bad about you. I've been talked bad to my entire life, from people I looked up to, friends, crushes, all that shit, bro. They are going to talk about you. Fuck them. Keep working. But that aside, just find something that works for you, bro, and do what you can. Just try to keep track. And if you can't, just stay consistent, bro. Like, if you don't like running ain't work. If you don't fucking run. If you can't do push-ups, try them on your knees, bro. That's literally why I started doing push-ups on my knees. Like, do what you can. Like, there's no shame in your journey, because it's your life. And when it's all said and done, it's all on you. That's just the mindset I try to have. But it's a process, one day at a time. But yeah, do what you can. I don't even know what to say, bro. Just do what you can. Like just add on over time. I didn't do all this shit in one day, and apparently I inspire a lot of people, which I understand, because I did lose a lot of weight. But I feel like I can go a little bit further. Like, matter of fact, this is what the fuck I look like at like 245 as of today. Like, I feel like you can see certain shit, but obviously there's fat and loose skin. I don't know. I'm not the leanest nigga, but I can tell you for a fact I got some stamina in this bitch. Your boy's healthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm something to look at. But, you know, it's just a process, bro. It really is. Sis, it's just a process. You got to do what you can and just be productive and successful the best way you can, because you're your own competition. Just stay consistent. Just stay consistent. I also need to, with anything really, just stay consistent. There's certain stuff I don't want to do because I'm trying to not care what other people think. But that's just a learning curve that everybody got to go through. But, yeah. Stay in as a diet, before I get out of here, you don't necessarily have to change it. Just eat some vegetables. Find something that you like. That's what I meant to say. Find something that you like. Find an exercise and a healthy food that you like. By healthy food, prime example, romaine lettuce, Romanian lettuce, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I love it. I can't eat iceberg lettuce. That shit is garbage. It's not happening. But romaine lettuce, I ate that with some air fried chicken every day for 2 months. And I did push-ups and jump rope for 2 months. I lost 20 pounds. Easy. And I've kept it off ever since. And my diet is still garbage. But, you know, like, you just gotta do what you can, bro. Like, you really gotta do what you can. And I'm gonna show some examples in some other videos, but I know this is getting too long, and I just want to share my story. So, if I need to do this video again, I will. But I probably won't. We'll figure it out. Either way, I appreciate the support. Go be successful, productive, and do what you can to make your dreams come true. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, bro. Be yourself. Don't be nobody else, because once you're gone, that's it.